Now, for whatever reason it turned up missing, like I said, I'm just wanted it returned anyway. That's why the shouting match, right? Because again, no. Do you understand, right? But what you don't realize, and I don't know why you don't realize this, is anyone who loses a coin, right? Like the lady, right? In the Bible, looks for it first, right? It's only when they don't find it, they know someone took it, right? Anyway, that's common sense. But if it's suddenly returned as well, whoever had it is close by, in the vicinity, right? Somewhere. And I don't know, okay, how it turned up where it was at, which is the first place you look. Like I tell you, you look the first place it would logically fall anyway, right? Like with the other stuff, the car keys or whatever, right? It's not rocket science. But when someone's stalking you, right, male or female, they have the advantage, right? Unless you know God, right? usually. But they're still causing me to not know how or what had to do with the return of the money order, right? Just suddenly it's back and where I already looked, right? Right. And whenever I posted the video, like I said a few hours ago, right, I'm just trying to figure out what happened to the money order pretty much when I started looking for it, right? Which is pretty much as soon as I woke up, right? I had the plan yesterday anyway, to deposit some of it, whatever, right? Use some of it, see the movies tomorrow, right? As I always do, right? And, you know, go to my doctor's appointment as normal. As normal. But you can't make me do nothing wrong, obviously. Can you? Are you? No. No. Why are you? Why can't you? You don't do it. We're accusing you of. Right. I don't do that shit. You can't make me. You can't make a person do something they're willing not to do. They won't do it for you. They won't do it for anyone. Right. You can't make someone do something that's not in their nature either to do. I never found children sexually attracted except when I was a little boy, and then I realized, hey, Wonder Woman. Hey, it's different than little girls. Linda Carter and even though I'm a little boy, I still notice a difference between a woman and a little girl. Now, I'm not going to try and do nothing with the woman, right? But then you got the pencil joke they're telling in the third grade. Johnny Deeper, you ever heard that? Something about a pencil and stick it in the teacher's vagina or something, right? And she says Johnny Deeper or something, right? I don't know. It was just a crazy little joke I remember hearing in school or something. Or my stepbrothers told me, whatever. But I don't know if you heard it or not yourselves. But the thing is, when you're a child, right, until that time at the fresh air home, you don't even get a boner. And even then, right, you have more of a wet dream. That was my first experience, right? And then once in a while you might masturbate, whatever, growing up during your teenage years, right? Like I said. But that's normal, right? But you're not talking about it honestly enough. The public schools system shows you cutouts. Why? Because you're nudity sensitive. Why are you so nudity sensitive, Christians? Didn't Christ die for your sins? Doesn't the Bible say all things are naked before him, right? And yet you still have the shame of the sin in Eden. Do you need to confess something that you're leaving out of the story? I don't know. That's why I'm telling you a different idea that might have really happened, right? Instead of it being a tree, it was the human form of Satan. We had sex with him vaginally and anal, the good part of it, and the evil part of it, right? And again, he made Adam ashamed. It didn't seem to bother Eve what he did, right? But when he knew Adam, he gave him of the fruit of his body through sex. And again, he put his seed in Adam's butt. Which don't normally go there. Which don't normally go there. You understand? Right? Eve too. Eve too. But he is showing him something different. A different kind of sex. Okay? Something that made him ashamed. When he was done. And yet, again, no. He don't do nothing about it until after he has the daughter. Then he goes and kills himself crawling on his belly on all fours, right? Until he gets to the ocean, and then he goes and drowns in the ocean, right? I don't know how deep he had to go, but probably not as deep as you think, right? Right? Right. But he's the first suicide by drowning. Yeah, probably. And why do you think the sea is salty now? Everything dies in the salty sea now. You understand? The ocean. Cake by the ocean. Right. Now the Bible don't tell you this line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. It tells you some of the story in Genesis. But then other prophets talk about it differently, especially Ezekiel and Isaiah. They bring out different points, right, to the story, right? And you know there's only one Eden in Genesis, right? And if Satan was in Eden, the anointed cherub that covers, right, the garden of God, you're lying about it with him. And then you have the angels, according to Peter and Jude in Genesis 6, who are also called the sons of God, right? And Adam was in the image of the sons of God, but made too, right? The one was taken out of him. Well, can't take something out of something, they in something, right? Partially. But that's why I tell you about hermaphrodites, and the only place you can see one is pornos, right? If you dare to look. They exist. They look real to me. Don't look like Photoshop or anything. They're really able to have sex different ways, even anal. Where do you think I understand it all from? Not because I was with one, but I know they can do it that way. And it made sense to me. Why not you? No, you don't want it to. Okay, move on. It don't affect your faith in Jesus. Okay, move on. I found out about it through the Gnostic Gospels anyway. If you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it. But don't attack me for understanding it. It don't mean anything different, does it? Does it change anything? No. They still sinned with Satan and Eve anyway. Not the angel of the Lord. And died because they sinned with the angel of death. You know, the Reaper is really Satan. And he showed you death. Yeah. And you seem to love death over life. Okay, die. I don't. I love life over death, even with my disabilities, right? But I can get over it. Why can't you? I can understand it. Why can't you? Move on. Move on. Forgive it. Right. If you don't want me talking about it anymore, why do you keep bringing it up? If my daughter didn't come in there to me, why are you acting like she did still? Right. Only one person can really know that, and even she don't know what I did with her anyway. I know. Not even with a camera. Not even if she's an eyewitness with a mirror. Right. Because whatever she's doing, even if she's asleep, all I'm doing after that is trying to figure out who else could know. Right. Besides her as well. Sal, the ex-boyfriend who knocked her up. Right? Someone on base when I blacked out. But that would be over him being in the gay Navy or something and trying to hide that shit. Right? Right? Not me and Daphne. Right? That would also be 20 days later. Right? Unless I called her for a shirt or something. But again, I was in there sleeping in the lounge and on the couch again. Right? Because it's safer. Safer. But again, you know what I mean. See, perception of something don't mean you're seeing it from all points of view, right? Right? Right. You know what I mean? If you're trying to watch me with the mirror, okay, and I'm doing something like sticking out my tongue at her, and I stick it all the way down, am I thinking you're watching me? No, I think you're asleep by then. Right. But what am I doing if you were to watch me doing that? It's a game with the child to distract her while I'm trying to make sure she didn't pee. Right. The difference is I know it's a game. You don't. You don't. I know I'm not going to touch her. You can't tell if I did or didn't. Right. And then all you can do is ask the child. Right. And again, you can also brainwash her into thinking something happened even if it didn't. And that's a problem too. Right. I'm not after her. Never was. Right. But if you wake up with her in there with you at all, right, first you gotta assess what's going on with her if you find her in there with you. Do you see the mother anywhere? Usually if you don't, that's the only reason you would go over there, and that's also only if she's looking at you. Like she might need some help going to the bathroom, you don't know. Like that's gonna do anything of itself. It's not. And then you're going to go over there and just pull down her panties for her. That's it. That's it. That's all you should have to do as well. And she go in there, you put them on when she comes out, right? That's it. That's it normally. Now, if it got weird, I'm making sure she didn't pee or something, right? Then and then if I smell a little something, or she smells a little funky but not bad, right? Too bad. I might think she also, if she's kind of still laying there after that, might need a bath or a shower. Mm-hmm. But there again, I'm going through the motions. I'm not really, thinking it all the way through yet. But when I do realize, hey, wait a minute, this might be a bad idea, right? I done undressed to see if she would be comfortable taking a shower with me. Alright. That's still not a crime. No, it's not. It's still all that I might could have done with her mother there anyway. And if she's watching, that's what I'm trying to explain. Maybe. I don't know. Or I told her something different, right? And she was asleep. I don't know. See, you're making me think, like with the amnesia you're causing me now with the missing money order. Mm-hmm. That again, something's going on. something's happening around me where I don't know what happened to the money order, but I know it was there the night before. Or I bought it home and I've done mailed one more money order off for one bill, and I was going to do that one for another. But I got the final bill and it's like $83, so I'm going to do 65 for that. Right. Kind of got to play it, right? That's what I was waiting for anyway, the bill to come in, right? For that particular company, right? Exactly. Which is Stoneberry, by the way. So when that bill came in, I knew, this afternoon, right? I was okay to make that decision, right? But anyway. So, because the loan company, Loan Depot, sent back my money orders, I didn't know what to do with it, right? And now I'm a payment behind, I guess, right? But, right. That's also around the time COVID started, right? But all it is one payment, which can't you put that just put it on the back of the loan or something? I heard y'all can do that. Or do I have to refinance it? So you can put one payment on the back of the loan. Right. I don't know, I'm not a real estate agent. Now, all I'm saying, like with Trump and Stormy Daniels, you can't normally use a house as collateral for a loan to pay off the porn star. At least not a normal person. To get money from the house. And use that to pay off the porn star, right? All right. I never heard of that. Right? It's not like you're selling the house to the porn star to live in. Anyway, that's weird. But the lawyer took the money from the house and paid the porn star with cash instead of giving her the house or something, right? Which, like I said, that's normally the point, right? Of how you usually do business, right? You can't really get cash out of the house, so then you can buy or sell the house usually, right? Unless you're in a scam or something, right? That's what, some people wonder about how he's making money, right? Well, I attended one of his seminars, and because we were done similarly, I can explain what happened with our house to explain what he's doing too. Well, our house was on the market for $200,000, but it sold for $150,000, which is 25%, less than the value of the house, right? Well, that's what he was talking about in the seminar, right? You do that, right? For a $200,000 house, you pay $150,000. Then you get the people the $150,000 for cash, right? And you buy the house, right? But then you resell it for like $175,000 to $190,000, right? And then you kind of make money off of it, right? Whatever you want to sell it for, too, right? If you got to remodel a little bit, that's fine too. You use whatever equity you have left in the house, right? I guess, right? Well, it kind of seems like you're cheating the family out of the full value of the house, like Robin Hood, right? You're taking 25% off the top, right? And using that to cover reselling the house, right? To make the money from the sale, right? over the 150 you bought the house for, right? Right. Mm-hmm. Kind of sounds like a scam, right? Because, see, also, if you got someone like in real estate backing you, right? Right. You can easily do that too, right? Easier than, say, someone who doesn't have someone backing them or don't even know what they're doing. That's what I mean, right? Now, I ain't going to use the actual ideas that happen, right? Myself either, right? I'm only talking about it because it's what happened with our house, and I know it happened with our house, right? But it's the same thing that happened, right? That he was talking about in the seminar, and I just recognized that, right? Coincidentally, right? It's a coincidence, Donald, right? It's not actionable. Oh, no, it's not. Plus, I'm mentally ill anyway. It wasn't set up in court. Right. I don't understand all that anyway. And I'm just saying my opinion about what you were saying in the seminar seems a little crooked to me, right? Just my opinion about it. Right? Even though one of your employees gave me a free thing, but whatever, right? Because I was also going to try to record the seminar. Tell them I got memory problems. I know. Which I'm not lying. I know you're not lying. But get over it.